I think it's just so important that we show different kinds of kids that there are opportunities for them, and like diversity and inclusion, I feel is a really hot topic right now at corporations, because I really do think that it's going to be an industry disruptor. Companies that adopt inclusion diversity are really the ones that are going to succeed tomorrow, because they're going to be able to access the best talent pool, get access to more resumes, whether it's along any dimension of diversity, race, gender, LGBT. And it really feels like the conversation of our moment right now.
Right.
It probably has been in the past, but in communities and businesses, I mean, it was even on the, you don't have to go into this, but it was even on the ballot. I mean, inclusion diversity is very much a very important part of our cultural conversation at the moment. And
could I ask a question
and
there?
I think that's great. Yeah.
So you talked about the talent pool, because obviously companies that have a workforce that reflects their customer base, where they are, where they set up shop, that they can engage, that have the widest pool of potential clients, customers, right, to be attracted to their products. Companies that are concerned about making sure they have voices around the table that can tell them, yeah, that you're getting ready to do right there, that's going to mess up everything. Like if you actually put that monkey on that thing, it's not going to read well, right? You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
But tell me, in terms of diversity, equity, inclusion, I want to get a sense of what you think inclusion means, and then why it's valuable.
Yeah. So, I guess diversity, to start off with that piece, that just basically means diversity. We have, X percent women, X percent men, X percent people of this race and that.
Demographics,
so
right?
That's all I think diversity is. Inclusion is a step further. Inclusion is making sure that everyone's voice matters and is heard, and people are given opportunities. So I think that diversity as a first step is good, but that's not sufficient. So I think inclusion is important, and then also creating a sense of belonging, that's maybe another step further. But the way that I look at it, just talking about the gender, that's probably the most intuitive, easy thing to understand is, about 55% of college graduates are women,
mm-hmm.
and then in corporations, they do just as well as men. I think their GPAs may be slightly higher. So you think from that the people that rise to the top of companies would be 55% women, but that's not what we see, and it's not because women aren't doing a good job. It's because the way that people are promoted, it's not always merit-based. There's a lot of unconscious bias there. So I think, and what would happen is, let's say we have a company and there's a very talented female employee, and she says to herself, I don't really see a path for myself at this company. She's going to go to a company where she does have a future path, and that puts the company that lost that female employee at a disadvantage because they've lost talent. So that's really why I think inclusion and diversity is such an important part of a company's success today. It's a disruptor. Companies that understand that we have to reward employees based on merit and really have a serious conversation about unconscious bias, those companies are just going to do better. They have to have like an honest conversation that the way that we promote people, maybe we should rethink what are the mechanisms for promoting people? Are we promoting them based on merit, or all these other things that we need to bring out to the open? Does that make sense?
It does.